Hello everybody. In this video, we are going to do some changes to our servers in order to have all our applications that we have been built available and not to be actually remove one to put another one on top of that. So let's get started. We need to go our DigitalOcean website. We go through the console. I open the project for this class, and here we have my server and my site. So in my site, what I'm going to do in my domains, I'm going to add extra domains, subdomains actually, in order to serve the rest of the applications. So I want to, the to-do app that we did, I want to enter through to-do.rodolfo-roman.site. Here is actually going to be your DNS entry that you actually build or you have, but I will add the to-do at the beginning. And I want that one to go to my server, and just for the purpose to be quickly available, I will put a transmission time of 1 minute, and I create a record. So it's pointing to the same IP that our main site. Let's actually create another two. Let's put the Marble Finder to the same server, same duration, and let's do our super awesome app. Perfect. This is the one that's going to be created with me. In your system, you're going to create another one, and that one is going to be the project that you're building. So whenever project you get approved and you're actually working on that, is the one that you want to put it there. Okay. So after we have those DNS entries already there, subdomains pointing to the same server, we need to go back to the project and we actually need to log into the server in order to be able to handle multiple sites in the same website, in the same server. So let me clear this up. I will log into the server. As you can see, I'm doing SSH at, instead of doing the IP address, I'm doing rodolfo-roman.site because I know that my DNS is pointed to the IP address. And I put my password. Perfect. I'm in. So the first thing that I notice, probably have something similar, is that I have packets that can be updated. It's really important to keep your server up to date in order to have the latest patches and release. In a real world scenario, you need to take a backup to the server, update the server, test that everything is still working as supposed to, and then you actually serve that in production. But for simplicity, we are just going to upgrade this particular server. To upgrade, it's going to be sudo apt update. It's going to ask you for the password, and it's going to check what application actually need to be updated. And after that, we just do sudo apt upgrade. In my case, 29 applications been upgraded, and I will require 18 megas per file. So I will say yes. And actually there are just libraries that need to be updated, and we can see it here. And we just wait. Perfect. So now that we updated the server, we just need to verify we needed to shoot down or not. It's a really good practice just to have a really quick restart. Just because we updated the system, let's actually just sudo restart and we click enter. Actually it's not restart, it's reboot. I'm sorry for that. sudo reboot, and our server is going to be rebooted in a couple of seconds. It should be fine, so we can actually go in again. It's not ready yet. There you go. It doesn't take that long, and we see that we have several packages that can be updated. That means that we are fine. Perfect. So let's actually continue. We know that we have our application served in the www folder, an HTML folder inside var www. So let's actually, this one going to be like the main application, and later I will want to have like some kind of directory or portfolio when we are going to list all the applications that we made during the semester. So I will leave it like that for now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going back one level, cd dot dot. So I'm in the var directory. If I list, I see that www it belongs to root. So let's change actually that to be belonging to us. Let's do sudo change ownership or chunk -r recursively, and we're going to put our username, in my case is Roman B, this is the username and group where you belong. When we create a user, the group is called the same as the username. So for example, this folder is from root, so it's from root : root. In our case, we're going to change the ownership to our username : our username, and then we select the folder www. It's going to require a password. We put it there, and if we list it again, we see that the owner now is us. Perfect. So now that the configuration or the folder is from us, you can actually go to that particular folder, and let's create 3 different folders here. So we're going to do our to-do application. We're going to create our malware finder, and we're going to create our super awesome app. Perfect. And those directories are going to be the directories that are going to be required or needed for serving those particular application. Cool. So now that we have that, we need to go back to etc or like nginx. Is where our nginx configuration is actually enabled, and we need to go to the configuration.d. So we go to the configuration.d folder. Right now it's empty, and we need pretty much create one configuration per application. So we're going to type nano. I am typing nano because for simplicity, but if you are familiar with VI, use VI. I actually like it, but that's a whole new story how to navigate through VI. So let's actually use nano in this case, and I will create my to-do dot configuration. Really important. We need to end in dot configuration in order to see that it's working. And in our configuration, we're going to create the information that we need. So we're going to type server. We open our mustache, and let's actually close it right here just to have it enabled. And we're going to put that we're going to listen in port 80. We need to say that we're going to listen again. And this is a little weird one, but it's better to have it. This is square bracket, colon, colon. We close it, colon, 80. That means the IP version 4 and IP version 6 mode in port 80 is pretty much what we're saying here. So our server name is going to be todo dot, in my case, Rodolfo Roman.site. Why? Because this is the DNS of the subdomain that we added in the DigitalOcean. We need to remember that. We need to say what is the root of these files. This file is going to be served in var www todo /. Really important. This part needs to finish in /. Actually, it doesn't need, but let's put it there. Then we're going to put our index file or our entry file is going to be the index.html, right? And just to have a better consistency, let's actually put like a tab in here, a tab in here, a tab in here. I don't know why it's red, but let's leave it like that. And then we are going to do, let me do another enter, and we are going to type the last piece. So we're going to put, and it's really important, location, like the main location, open parenthesis, open curly bracket, and we close it again, and then say the location is going to be try files $URI space $URI space / index.html, and we close. And that's it. We do a Control X. It says modified, we say yes. How the name of the file is going to be, it's going to be todo.conf. We do enter. Oh, something happened here that I forget. Let me actually select all this. Let me copy. I will get out without saving because this directory doesn't belong to us. So in order to do this, we need to do sudo nano todo.conf. So I will paste what I needed to be there. And now I can actually just do the Control X, Y to save, and enter to exit. To verify the information is there, we can do a cat the file, and this is the file, this is the information that need to be there. And to verify if this information is fine, we need to check it through Nginx. So we execute sudo nginx-t, that means test my configuration, and we have the syntax is okay and the text is successful. That means that we are fine. Excellent. So now that we have that, let's actually copy we need to do a sudo copy or to do configuration, and let's actually do the marble one. Marble finder.configuration, and do a sudo nano marble finder.configuration. And the only things that are going to be changed here is going to be, instead of todo, it's going to be marble finder, and the directory is called marble finder. Control X, Y to save, enter to exit. And now we are going to copy the same to super awesome app.configuration, and we are going to do sudo nano, and we're going to change tables in this case because I copied to do, let me remove it, going to be super some app. It's pretty much the same DNS entry that we created, and the directory is the same. Super some app. Control X. Yes. Enter. And now we test the configuration again. So we saw now that our configuration is okay and the test has been successful. So let's actually restore Nginx. .s reload. Actually need to be sudo. And now we are serving that directories. So if we go to todo.rodolfo-roman site, actually without the s, it's going to try to go to the s by default. Let's go to super some app.rodolfo-roman.site, and perfect. We are rendering information. It's given an internal server error because the file, the index, is not there. This is what I wanted to see. So returning to the server, we know that in the home directory we have the new to-do application. We have the Marble Finder there. Let me actually go to my new application, go to my distribution folder because we already compiled it, and I will do a copy recursively all of this, and it's going to be sent to var www to do. I'm going back to levels. Now we go to my Marble Finder distribution folder, and I will do something really similar. Copy recursively everything. I save it to var www Marble Finder. Cool. We're going to back to levels, and from here what I'm going to do, I have my Git repository for my Super as an app. And I will just copy this, and I will do a git clone this information. Now we're going to my, now that I clone it, my Super as an app is there. So I go to my Super as an app. Because we actually using one environmental file, we are going to be needed to create it. So we just create nano.environmental.local, and I will be pasting my environmental file for my Super as an app. So this page is going to be distorted in the video, not to share my secrets, but just pretty much what you need to do is to handle those files. So let me actually go back to my directory. Give me a minute. Have this one here, okay. Let me just get out from the screen, and I will grab my environmental config files, As I said before, it's going to be blocked for you guys, but you pretty much need to paste your A and B. I will save it, this yes, enter. Now I will install dependencies with yarn. And now I will do yarn build to build my application. So now the application is built, I go to my distribution folder and I will copy recursively everything to var www super as an app. Perfect. So the last step is going to be actually, you know what? Let me go back here. So we have super as an app without file. If we refresh, now we have our application, but it's not secure. Let's actually do a sudo servbot. You remember servbot is the tool that we use it for install the certificate, and we handle the nginx command. And servbot is smart enough to detect all my DNS entries. So if I want to select one, a specific one, or leave input blank to select all, I will input so I will just hit enter here. It will tell that the main site is already have a certificate, so I will expand it, so like to use all of the certificates that I need. So we're doing everything that I needed. So perfect. Now that everything is there, it's asked us if we want to redirect the insecure traffic through the secure. We'll say yes, so we need to select actually number 2. And it's been redirecting and it's finished. So if we do a simple refresh in a super as an app already deployed, look at this. Now it's been rendered through HTTPS. And we continue actually to log into the application. And it's working because we whitelisted our domain the other day in Firebase. So that is working. And login through Google, it's working itself. So that's it. That's everything for this video. I hope that you like it, and happy coding, everybody.